here in New Zealand, and I am at Selwyn Equestrian Centre, and I'm catching up with Chanelle Dickie. Firstly, welcome, Chanelle.
Welcome. Thank you.
You weren't ready, you weren't sure what was going to... Yeah. I won't do that to you, I'll start it again. It was all good. Right. Selwyn Equestrian Centre here in New Zealand, and I am catching up with Chanelle Dickie. Firstly, welcome, Chanelle.
Thank you.
What a beautiful property you got here. It's just amazing. I know a lot of people would be very jealous of this, including my daughter. How big a property have we got?
It's 25 acres.
And you've got a big indoor arena here and a couple of other arenas that people are able to come and utilise?
Yeah, yep. Indoors the most popular, obviously. It's kind of a novelty around here.
Oh, there's not a lot of them?
There's one publicly owned one and one other privately owned one that you can't hire out. So, yeah.
Wow, so this would be very busy.
Yeah, over winter, yeah, I can't get in there.
That's a little bit of a problem. We're going to talk about the hero horses and the rehoming of them, and you're a trainer. You actually started it all off. But just a little bit of your background. Now, I'll be honest, I've sort of, I suppose, squeezed a little bit out of you for a start, but you have a real harness background, but also a show background.
Yeah, okay. So my parents have always owned and bred standies, racehorses. Not great, but so grown up going to races. Then during uni, I started working for Bob McArdle at Bromac Lodge, and I stayed there. Well, I did 12 yearling sales for him, in between being a flight attendant, uni, whatever. So only stopped when he passed, which was unfortunate. Otherwise, I'd probably still be doing his yearling prep. Yep. I've owned my own racehorses. I got from Bob because I was preparing them and fell in love with them and had to have them. They've had good success. Dustin won 8 and Chanelle Bromac won 7. Then, I have always been riding, doing the pony club thing, showing, dressage, eventing, whatever. Now I prefer to just concentrate on the showing. And about 6 years ago, I discovered rodeo, and that's probably my favourite.
We've had a fair conversation on that. I just want to take you back a little bit because I did the yearling sales earlier this year, and I met quite a few of the girls there that are doing it. Laura, whose name escapes me, Taryn. There's another girl too. I'm in all sorts of trouble. Georgie does it. I mean, they do it. What is it about? Like, it's just sort of, I suppose, little hidden secret. One, you can make good money, like especially, and anyone can do it. And the girls, and they really seem to enjoy it. Yeah,
well, it's exciting. They can be little shits too, but no, it's quite exciting. If the bids just keep coming and you're standing there with them, it's cool.
And as a person who loves horses, just to be able to prepare them, polish them, see them change, see them, I suppose, the way they progress through that whole preparation. It must be exciting for you as a horse lover.
Yeah, yep. I loved pampering them and doing all that titivating and all that glam stuff. I guess that's why I do showing.
Yep. Yeah. And then you get to go out there and hopefully get a nice return for the people. In your case, Bob, but whoever you're selling the horses for. And I suppose that gives you a bit of a, like you said, an adrenaline rush of a different kind, if you like. We'll get to the barrel racing in a minute, but it's something very different that you hope the horse is going to sell well. And sometimes, I suppose, when they exceed expectations, it's a good result.
Yeah, and then I also like to follow them into their racing career. You've got to wait a year or two, but then you see their name pop up and be like, oh, I prepared that one. Hope he's doing well.
I love it, and it's something I want to continue to do and promote with a lot of these girls because I think they do a great job, and I think it's something that we need to get the message out there that there is other ways. You don't just have to rock up to the races each time to be involved in the harness racing world and enjoy it.
Well, I answered an ad in the Harness Racing Weekly. That was back when it's like a actual publication, and there was a marketplace bit and there was an ad saying wanting a yearling prepper, so I answered that and it's just gone from there.
Ever get back into it?
Oh yeah, of course. Yep. No, I may even start it up for myself from here. This will be the perfect facility to do it from.
You won't get to use the indoor arena.
No. No, not over winter. Although it's over summer. I can get in there sometimes over summer.
Very good. We're here, as I said, here to promote the Hero program, and we have the Hero program in Australia, and like my wife and daughter are actually trainers, licensed retrainers. Firstly, how big is it here in New Zealand?
Oh, I don't know the exact number of trainers we have. We have about 3 in Canterbury, maybe 2 in Auckland, 2 in Southland. So it's growing, and Georgie's always advertising for more trainers because our wait list of horses is more than what our trainers can keep up with.
Yep.
So she's looking for more trainers at the moment around Canterbury, I think.
Well, that's one of the things that spurred this interview on, is I actually saw that the other day, and I thought, well, I'm going to try and do something to get the message out there and showcase to people. Now, you come from a show background, Horse of the Year show you were talking about before, so you're right into the showing?
Love it, yep. No, been to Horse of the Year only once because the last 3 years have been cancelled. Absolutely devastating. COVID and then this flood that's just happened. The one time I did go, we'd won it on a standardbred called Bronze J. He won 3 races for Davey Butt, and then I took him over, and yeah, he's just won everything he's gone to since then.
Right, so I was being a bit cheeky then. I was going to say, so how do you get into the standardbreds to say how they fit into the show world? You've blown that out of the water. One start in the Horse of the Year, New Zealand Horse of the Year showing for one win with a standardbred. No, I love Patch, as I call him. He's a big liver chestnut with 4 white socks and a blaze. So no one believes he's a standardbred because he is stunning. So you've really thrown me a curveball now. That's awesome. How was that received? Like, how was it received between the pure, pure showies, if you like?
Oh, we're in the ridden standardbred class. So
you're only in that. Oh, that's where I was in trouble, you see, because I was thinking this horse won the actual out and out one, but the first standardbred one.
Yeah. So ridden standardbred Horse of the Year. Yeah.
Cool. That's good. Okay.
Yeah.
So how would they go in the big one?
I would love to say he had a chance, but being realistic, I don't think so.
Yep.
Oh, he would probably hold his own. He'd probably pick up a few places. He wouldn't win it.
No, that's okay. Yeah. I mean, that's cool. I love the fact that they've got their own ring there too at the Horse of the Year, which is really, really important. I asked you there before about how many horses you have here. Right at the minute, you only have 1 for rehoming, I think.
Oh, yes, 1 hero horse for rehoming, and then I kind of kept 2 of them because I fell in love with them.
And is that a problem sometimes when you do your job?
Yeah, well, with me, no one else seems to have this problem. I just suck.
Georgie said you'd be the best. This is a very random conversation we got going. But you keep them, and you keep them for showing?
Yeah, yep. No, showing is my passion. They can also pop over a little jump, and they could go out and do whatever I ask them to and give it a good shot. But no, showing's what they excel at.
Do they compete in the open classes as well, or just the only standardbred classes with them as well?
So far, only standardbred. I'd like to put my current show one, her name's Fly, or You Can Fly Arden. I'd like to put her in the Park Hack ring and just see where we go, see where we land. They're
getting more and more well received. It's just, unfortunately, when they see the tattoo, they sort of cringe a little bit.
Yeah, I can hide that with makeup.
Okay. You can do a lot of things with makeup. I said there before we were talking, and I asked about the horses that you have been able to rehome. You've done a little bit of everything. You've had a couple go off to be show jumpers, if you like, and one other one's competing at the shows. Yeah,
yep. So they go around all the little shows and do some jumping, and my latest one, such a lovely little trotter, is just like a little girl's unicorn pretty much. She can do anything on her, and she's going to do some barrel racing, and they'll be friends forever.
Unicorns don't barrel race, hate to tell you that, but that's okay. It's a little bit wilder than that. But you were telling me there before about one of the horses that you rehomed, and what a job he's doing in the community. Woodstone.
So he was a Group 1 trotter. Did he win a Group 1? He won a Group 3 and got second in Group 1 maybe. Can't remember, but he's a good big guy. He's off to Auckland. He now goes around rest homes and kindergartens or something. He gets put on a float with a llama and maybe a sheep or something, and he lets people pet him, and they talk about his racing career and now his rehoming career, and he just goes around and does fun stuff like that.
How great's that, and how rewarding is that for you to know that there's horses, people probably, at the end of life and people at the start of life, giving them the experience of a horse? Yeah, and Woodstone, he had a story to tell, so it's cool. Yeah, it is. But from your point of view as a retrainer, you must be rapt to hear that that's what he's up to and what he's off doing. We have a hero owners page where all the new owners put photos all the time of what their horses are up to, and I love that. That's my favourite. Love getting it out there. Yeah. Your love now is barrel racing, which is quite an extreme from showing. I must say, I'm sort of still trying to get my head around how you go from one to the other. Firstly, how you been going at that?
Yeah, good. I love it. Such an adrenaline rush. I have 2 very nice open horses now. We always place really well here in New Zealand.
Have you put any of the standardbreds through it?
I can do it slowly. Unfortunately, I've got myself up to a level where the rider gets ranked, so the standardbreds won't keep up to the level I need them to anymore, but I could take them to a jackpot or something, and yeah, I could do it, but they're not going to keep up, unfortunately, with a quarter horse.
I'll put a test to you. There's a little horse in Victoria called Whiskey Business, and his brother actually won on Saturday night. Don't touch a Juco, random things that I can come out with from time to time, but Whiskey Business does actually compete in open barrel racing and wins, so there's a bit of pressure on you. And he was actually a trotter, not a pacer as well, so he was actually a trotter, and yeah, he can motor, so there's a bit of a challenge there for you.
Right, it's on then.
I'll tell you, we'll get his Facebook page up and that. I'm pretty sure he's got his own Facebook page. I think he was a hero he wasn't a hero rehomer. I think Kylie though is a retrainer. Such a rewarding job rehoming the horses. It must be great, like you said in there before about being the young girl's unicorn and that, you know, the feedback that you must get, it must be so rewarding for you.
Yeah, this young girl just lives around the road from me, so I get to go around and give her barrel racing lessons every fortnight, and I get to just be involved with it, and it's so cool.
Does the young girl ride with her wings on her back or not?
No.
You said it's a unicorn.
Oh, no. No.
I told you this would be random. You weren't sure where it'd end up. Right, so if anyone wants to get a hero horse, and they can pretty much do anything, I know it's quite funny. One of the things I think a lot of people forget, like just carriage driving and things like that as well, is what they can do, because I mean they're bred to do that. There's so many availabilities for horses, and by the sounds of it, here in New Zealand there's no restrictions on what they can and can't do. It's only what you put your mind to, I suppose. People want to get in touch with you or anyone at the Hero program, how do they do it?
Georgie, get in touch with Georgie. She was the one that did start it up in New Zealand. I'm just one of the first trainers, but yeah, Georgie Bolton from Harness Racing New Zealand. She is a wealth of knowledge and she'll be able to answer anything. So
we're going to go Harness Racing hrnz.co.nz is where we're going to send everyone, and then they can get in touch with Georgie off that. I reckon there'll be a link to it off that. So we'll go hrnz.co.nz. If it's not right, I don't know what I'll do, but it'll be right. I don't edit. I told you that. I'm not going to edit, even if it was a mistake before. Made you nervous, that part did, didn't it? Yeah, no, Georgie's email is georgie@hrnz.co.nz. That's all you had to do. Then you take the pressure off me. Yeah. That was it. There was one other question I was going to ask you, and it's just left this mind to mind, which is very, very random. Chanelle, thank you. Thank you for giving me a bit of time. I love what you guys are doing. That's what I was going to say. The Hero program has only been going for 3 years, so it is only just starting out. You're saying there before about retrainers and rehomers, so it's a very, very important part of the whole cycle of horse racing, if you like, and life after racing. So it's an incredibly important part. So well done for what you're doing, and keep it up. Like the 3 years have been pretty trying because there's been a bit of COVID and that in the middle of it as well. So all going forward, yourself and any other retrainers that are watching this, I know a couple of the girls, just keep doing the good work that you guys are doing and get the message out there. And they got a tattoo on them. It's not a brand, it's a tattoo. So tattoos are trendy. So keep getting the message out there. It'll be all good. Chanelle, thank you very much. No, thank you. Thank you.